Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now we're going to get our popcorn and then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car and I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go?
Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit that like button and share the live. You guys, today is November the 27th, and it's a day after my anniversary. I had to work last night, but nevertheless, I'm here just like you should be here. You're in the right place. We're going to talk about some things. Hey, Cheryl C., I see you in the building. How you doing? I want to give a shout out to everybody that came on in. You guys, let me see who's up in here. We got 17 in the house. So we got Sanja in the building, Nancy LaRose. Sanja is first again. We got Tina Powers. We got Nancy LaRose. We got Tina Powers. We got Woke to God. That's another mod. We got Marsha. She says, I'm listening but driving, just getting off work. All right, we got Lisa Calhoun. She's in the building, you guys. Lisa Calhoun. She's going to be making some baskets. If you guys want to order some baskets from her, I'm going to post some pictures. She sent me some pictures. I got to find them, but I'm going to post some pictures on the community board. And if you guys want to order some baskets from her, this is the time to do it. I don't know how much they are or whatever, but she makes these and she sends them out pretty much. And she's giving us some. She's donating a basket for us to give away in our Christmas giveaway, so you guys will be able to win one. But I mean, go ahead and support your girl. That's Lisa Calhoun. I'll post the pictures as soon as I get done with my essay today, because I got to do my essay because it's due today. But anyway, and then we got Valerie Montgomery. She's in the building. She says, hello, family. How's everybody doing? Wonderful mods and ladies. Margie Mack is in the building. How you doing? Dear my friend Margie's in the building. We got Cheryl C. She done came back in here. She's a teacher. Hey, Cheryl. And then we got Zena Tobert. She's in the building. Yes, that's who's in the building. And we got Elaine Bruner. How you doing, me friend? Welcome back. And we got JB is in the building. JB1111 is in the house. So I want to say hello to everybody as you come in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, share, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We come on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Central Time. We might be a little bit late, but I'll always try to post or something. Not always, but I try to get in here because I hate lateness. I really do. But I had just got some really good information about my essay, so I'm ready to work on it. My success coach had just emailed me back and said it's looking good for my first draft, which it was really my fourth draft, but it's okay. That's how hard I have to try. But anyway, you guys, let's talk about what's happening on, you remember George Floyd passed away when the officer put his knee on his neck and he said he couldn't breathe and he was yelling for his mama. I'm going to tell you guys, because I was doing some research the other day, but my girlfriend, she sent it to me and I heard her say something about it, but I didn't hear the name because, you know, my school got me all in my feelings right now. Like I don't know how to read or something, or write. Which, I do have problems in some of those areas, but nevertheless, I'm getting it together. So you guys don't even worry about me. I'm gonna be okay after today. I got one more to go. One down, one to go. My success coach told me to drop the mic and just get done and get through there. So that's what I'm gonna do. So anyway, let's talk about Derek Chauvin, you guys. Did y'all know? Did you read up on it? Did it come through on your thing? That comes through. I don't know. Mine's come up and I was like, hey, did you know that Derek Chauvin got stabbed in jail? Now he's doing he's in the FCI Tucson, Arizona. I want to say Tucson. I almost want to say tacos or tacos again. Okay. Tacos. I don't know. But anyway, he's doing 21 years and then he's doing another 22 years or something. But anyway, his wife divorced him. She said, you can do my essay for me. No, I can't do your essay, girl. You do not want me to do your essay because, baby, me learning about the ET and the AL and whose name come first and last. I told my teacher, I said, this is crazy. People don't talk like this. But anyway, we are trying to keep that A in there. We got 98.3% in that class, and we're trying to keep it there. We ain't trying to let them take nothing. Yes, let's get on into this topic, you guys. So let me tell you what happened. If you don't know, I'll read a little bit. We're going to paraphrase. That's something else, and then we're gonna analyze what done happened because my teacher want me to use these words, so I gotta use them. If you don't use them, you lose them, she says. Okay, so Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer who was convicted in the 2020 murder of George Floyd, was stabbed, and I spelled it right, you guys, okay? He was stabbed Friday in a federal prison in Arizona. The Office of Minnesota Attorney General has confirmed that it was him that got stabbed because it came up on, I think, on the scanner or something, but they would never say who it was that got stabbed. And we don't know why they stabbed this guy. But remember, they was trying to get him in a facility so he can be under protection because he was an officer. And for some reason that didn't happen. That did not happen. But a good thing it didn't happen, but still, yeah. Sometimes they say, revenge is better served cold. It's been a long time. But anyway, this guy, and I'm gonna paraphrase it for you because I heard it before I read it. This guy was on like they were trying to literally save his life. So however he got stabbed, they meant to do bodily harm and take him out because they were doing life-saving procedures on the way to the hospital. Okay? Now, this prison is known for a couple of things. I heard that one guy that was in prison, he went to a visitation and he pulled out a gun. He was going to shoot whoever was visiting him. He had a gun. So these prisoners can get stuff like that in there. And, they can make these knives, makeshift knives, whatever they want to call them. But anyway, let's get on into this. It says the Attorney General office, which prosecuted Chauvin in the Floyd case, said early Saturday it was notified of an assault and was told Chauvin is in stable condition. He's in stable condition. He didn't die, you guys. I'm just letting you know now. I know some people like, Diesel be looking at us like, when we eating our Thanksgiving dinner, he be looking at us like, and Pooh Bear, he's got that word, but I know you guys know what that means. I didn't know what it mean for a long time, but now I know it's a really sad face. But anyway, the Attorney General says, I'm sad to hear that Derek was the target of violence. According to the statement, he was duly convicted of his crime, and like any incarcerated individual, he should be able to serve his sentence without fear or retaliation or violence. I don't know if it was retaliation or violence or anything, but with him being an officer and treating people of that nature, this is what happens. I mean, sometimes you want to put the bad people in jail, but when you've literally killed someone because you thought, what? They said they couldn't breathe. Why could you not get up off of this person? I mean, you already had him in a position where, you know what I'm saying? His hands, he couldn't run nowhere. Why not get off of his neck? But anyway, in the incarceration, it says in the federal correction, that's the FCI, the Federal Correctional Institute in Tucson, at approximately 12:30 p.m. That's a little bit after lunch, you guys. If you don't know, the PM at 12:30 is lunch. That's not early in the morning. That's lunchtime. The prison said Friday, responding employees initiated life-saving measures for one incarcerated individual, and that person was transferred to a hospital for treatment. The Bureau said in a release, no employees were injured during the incident. The stabbing was first reported by Associated Press and then the New York Times. So visitation at the prison was suspended starting Saturday until further notice. So they're checking in to see what happened. When CNN asked if the visitation suspension was connected with the inmate being attacked at the facility for safety and security reasons, the details supporting the ward's decision to suspend visitations at the facilities are not discussed. But Chauvin was assaulted at the minimum security. He's not in maximum. He's in minimum security prison while serving 2 concurrent sentences in Floyd's murder. Remember, I told you he's serving a 21-year and a 22-year. And I don't know if they're going to do them concurrently or consecutive. I don't know if they're going to be at the same time or he's got to do 21 years here and then do 22 years. But I know he's doing the 21 years first. And this is just a little bit of a side note for those you guys that's not following what's going on these cases that we talk about. So there was this other officer, I can't remember his name. His name was Alexander something. He was a black guy. And I told you guys, I said, they're not all white officers, you guys, so stop saying all that. But it was a black guy there too. He literally got, I think it was either 2 years or 3 years. Somebody correct me in the chat. He's gotten only but like 3 years. Remember, they was in jail, and I think they served about a whole year. So he's probably going to be out in a year and a half. And then there was another guy. He was an Asian guy. His name was Tao, or To or something. When he went to his sentence hearing, I watched the whole thing yesterday because I wanted to know what happened to all of these officers. So he ended up getting, he went to his hearing, his sentences trial or whatever you want to call it, court date. And he told everybody to get out the Bible. And he talked about the Bible and how he was a Christian and how he was troubled and how he found God. Because everybody know that if you want to find God, you got to go to jail. That's when you finally learn. And he said, and that's what he said. He was already a Christian, but he really didn't know. He just did what everybody told him, everybody said. But he said that he learned while he was in there for the first 336 days. He learned and got saved again. And now he knows. And he said he didn't understand it. And an officer came into his cell and said, "What is it that you don't understand?" This is Tao or Tao. And he's a Christian. He said he didn't understand. And so he was talking about the book of Job. And everybody knows the book of Job. How Job was a good man. He was a just man. He was a man with, the Lord always on his heart and everything. He didn't ever want to do nobody wrong. He had kids that was doing stuff wrong. He had a wife that was doing stuff wrong. And he would never cuss God. And Job was a rich man. And he was good to the maids. He was good to the help. He was good to the whatever you want to call them, pheasants or whatever, or peasants or whatever. He was good to everybody. He let them off work. He fed them. He did good. And somehow the devil went up to the heavens and asked for the Lord to take his hinges and things off of Job, and he would curse him out. And so the Lord allowed it to be. And sometimes, what my pastor had told me, like, sometimes when things happen in your life, you guys, and you think it's just horrible. God, you say that you love him. You say you love him. But would you love him if this happened? Or would you love him if that happened? Would you love him? And so the devil wanted Job to curse God. And this is what Toll was explaining to the judge. I'm telling y'all because I know the story myself, but I'm telling you, I'm paraphrasing it because I know the story. Now, if he told it this way, he didn't tell it this way, but I'm telling you this way because I know the story. And I know it backwards and forwards. But anyway, so the Lord takes the hinge, he takes his hand off of Job and he says, okay, you can do what you want to him, but you can't kill him. So Job's kids ended up dead. One person saved. They was out partying at the house or whatever. And one person escaped this whirlwind that came up and swooped everybody away. And he went to Job and he said, hey, everybody's dead. I'm not, but everybody else is dead. All your kids is dead. He had a whole bunch of kids. And all of them was gone. And then some people came and took all the sheep and all the cattle and stuff. And one person escaped and ran to Job and told Job that. And Job was like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Then Job's wife said, just curse God. All this stuff is happening to us. We're losing our money. We're not rich anymore. Just lose all our money and everything. And Job was getting all these boils on him and stuff. And he was looking really sickly. And Job was like, woman, like, no. I'm not going to curse God. I'm not going to. No, that's God. You know what I'm saying? And, you guys know what happened to her, you know. So anyway, Job lost everything. And then, when people come and they look like they got leprosy or something, they got all these boils on them and pus is coming out their skin and their eyeballs are sticking out and gangrene is setting in. And so Job went to people of his same peers, other people like priests and ministers and things of that love God, that have churches and teach the word and stuff and all that other stuff. And he was like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I done went back over everything in my life. This is what Tayo, the officer that was with Chauvin, Derek Chauvin, was telling the judge. That he felt like he was like Job. That he lost everything. He said he thought he did the right thing. Even though things didn't. And then when it got time to say, what thing is he talking about? Because he made it seem like George Floyd was a thing. And he said, even though things didn't work out. No, even though that a man got killed. See, he didn't want to say those words. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to skip over that. Because people looking at him like, what are you talking about? Things didn't work out. Anyway, you guys, if you didn't see it, Google it. Google his whole, when he got sentenced, that guy there. And it'll just make you go, wow, he skipped all over that, but he was sure enough talking about God. But see, here's the thing. The truth gonna stay the truth. You cannot change it. You see what I'm saying? The truth, you can lie all you want and it changes as you go and all this other stuff. Yeah, he skipped over that part. He made it seem like, well, I went to work and I didn't plan to do this. I planned to do a good job, and I've always did a good job, and things didn't work out. You mean this guy got killed? Now, and you know what the judge said? And he went for a whole, I think it was maybe 40 minutes to a whole hour and a half. I can't remember how long it was. I just sat there and, I was trying to figure out some stuff about my essay. So, I was kind of just sitting there listening to it. And he told him the whole story about Job, how Job lost everything. And he said he's lost everything. But he's a new man, and he's done found God, and he's been delivered. So that's all good for Tayo, whatever his name is, Tayo. Anyway, the judge turned to him and said, I'm very happy that the officer came in your cell and you now understand what repentant is and what it means, And he went into some more scriptures, you guys. I don't know what all the scriptures he went into, because I didn't listen to it all. Because like I said, I know where he was trying to go with. Go and get. And he even told everybody in the courtroom. He told everybody in the courtroom, get out your Bibles and I will pray for you guys. And if you want me to pray for you, you know where I'm going to be at. They were asking the judge to give him, I think they said something like 36 months, 50 months, or 36 months. 36 months, that's what they were asking the judge to be lenient. And because he wasn't the one that put the knee on George's neck. Just give him so many months. I can't remember how many months it was. But the judge ended up giving him 6 years. Okay, the judge ended up giving him the 6 years. And that's the reason why I was telling you guys that. But back to what I was saying. I was letting you guys know I was looking to see what all was going on. But anyway, back to Derek Chauvin. His attorney said he only learned about the assault through the media and has since attempted to reach the prison officials multiple times to confirm the news, only to be rebuffed. He says, I've called the prison 7 times. They refuse to speak to me. 7 times, he says. He also says that Chauvin's parents have also not been able to reach him. It's unbelievable, unprofessional that no one from the prison has reached out to his parents. In April of 2021, Chauvin was convicted on state charges of second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree murder manslaughter. He was sentenced to 22 and a half years in prison. Months later, Chauvin pleaded guilty to federal charges of depriving Floyd of his civil rights and was sentenced to 21 years in prison. So, I don't know all what that is. So Chauvin, he knelt on Floyd's neck and back for more than 9 minutes on May the 25th, 2020, after officers responded to report suspected Floyd using a counterfeit $20 at a Minneapolis corner store. Floyd, which was 46 years old, black man, was handcuffed and laying face down on the street as he pleaded he couldn't breathe. So Floyd sparked a massive racial injustice protest across the nation and around the world over the way police treat people of color, particularly black Americans in the United States. And an investigation by the Minnesota Department of Human Rights revealed that Minneapolis and its police department engaged in a pattern or practice of race discriminating, accordingly to a 2022 report. So Derek Chauvin's attorney says it makes him a target in prison, that there's a huge portion of the inmate population that wants to make a name for themselves by killing him, he said. She says, my favorite part of the whole situation that was tragic was the look on Chauvin's face when he got sentenced, because I don't think he thought he was really going to go. You always got to repent for every sin that you commit. All the sins you have to ask God to ask for forgiveness. Exactly. You're supposed to actually ask the people that if you did wrong to someone, to go to them and repent. That's really the best thing to do. Some people would be like, I don't want them to know, but that I was wrong. And it's really hard, you guys. I'm serious. It is. It's really hard to go to that person and say, I'm sorry. It's easy to say I'm sorry, but really mean it. Like, I didn't want to cause you this hurt and this pain. And I'm sorry that I did that. Just to even acknowledge that you did something. I've done it a couple of times. I mean, I tell people I'm sorry all the time, which I do be sorry. I do. I be sorry that I hurt their feelings, or I'm sorry I can't help you or something. But I actually, but on a couple occasions, did something to my cousin, and I let it go and I mean, it hurt her really, really bad. But I mean, she hurt me too. But nevertheless, it wasn't supposed to be a tick for attack. But see, sometimes, things, when the ball is in my court and I want to play ball like you played ball. Now nobody want to play ball because I play rough ball. You see, you thought I was soft, but I showed you. I tried to explain to you, really don't want to poke the bear. Because sometimes leave the bear sleep. See? Sometimes people don't react because they know that they go hard. they go strong. They go for that juggler. It's like you playing with somebody that don't play. I don't like to play games. Like when I play a game, I'm playing a game and it's solitary or something. I don't want to play because I am a very competitive person. So when you're playing with my money and my children and all of that other stuff, and sometimes it's just the streets respect. You have to get the street to respect you to show that I'm not the one. Okay? And then people will leave you alone. If you don't, sometimes they just keep going and keep going and keep going, and they say, oh, she's not going to do anything. She's not going to do anything. Until it's like knocking on your door, and you're like, oh. Guess what? Yes. My teacher said, drop the mic. It's done. Drop the mic. Okay? He thought he was above the law. Okay, she said he thought he was above the law. Infamous says, I was born and raised here in Tucson, Arizona. That's where I live. He's in the Wilmot prison in my city, in my town. We didn't even know he was here. They snuck him over here. Yes, they did. And then it says earlier this week in the U.S. Supreme Court rejected an appeal from Chauvin on his state conviction after he argued he didn't receive a fair trial. The High Court rejected Chauvin's appeal without comment on a recorded vote. So they did a clarification on this story was updated to clarify the stabbing of Derek Chauvin was first reported by the Associated Press and then the New York Times. The Minnesota Attorney General's office confirmed the assault to CNN first. So CNN wants everybody to know they was the first one that was reported that it was Chauvin, to let you guys know. And I understand that because people come in here when we were following the boys and in the California City case, California City boys. I spoke to the mayor down there, and she gave me an interview and recorded it. And she recorded it for our channel, and then I played it for you guys. And next thing I know, the news had it, and they did not say where they got it from or nothing. People came in here and was like, I just seen that SP. I said, you ain't just seen this, honey, because she gave this to me like Friday. I'm just now dropping it today, and it's Tuesday, and I've already had it. And if you seen this, they just came over here and got it. So always don't think that when you on these channels, it's just me and you and a few, because when they want information, they go everywhere and get it. They got people everywhere getting information. If you got some information. Now, what they did do, I can tell you what they did do. They went and called the mayor and said, hey, this lady named SP got your voice saying this about the California City boys. Nobody down here in California City know that you spoke on these boys. Did they do something, or is this true, or is this not true? And the mayor had to say, it's true. She reached out to me personally, and I spoke with her, and she asked to speak on these babies, and we are paying attention and we are watching, and it's nothing. We're not just. It's just nothing's gonna be done. I'm paying close attention to it. She wants her people to know I'm paying close attention to it. She reached out to me. So she said, she told me, this is what I told her. I said, our family want to know. Do you know? Because ain't nobody saying nothing to us. She said, I'll say something. And then she was going to come on the channel, and I guess her advisor said, don't do that because it'll be alive. And you'll say something you don't want to say. And then things go left. So record it, and that way you can, if you say something wrong, you'll say exactly what you want to say. We'll analyze it and see. See, I use the word again, analyze. We'll analyze it, and if it comes out wrong, then we can go back and redo it, and then we'll send it to her. And it took a whole lot for them to send it to me. It was like, give us, I mean, when she called me by my whole government name. I said, how do you know my government name? But she wouldn't have called unless, because they just don't call random people and say, hey, you want to speak to me. Yeah, I do want to speak to you. And I know. Then this is how you get people to speak to you, because they want you. Even though I'm not in California, you guys, this is why I tell you guys all the time, a person that puts himself out there, they are a target. And you can talk good about a person that is in a government official position, or you can every day come on here and say how she would not say anything. She was just useless. But she wasn't. She spoke on the voice. And this is how you get things moving, because if she speaks on them, regardless of what was done or not done or whatever, it did turn out good for the family down there, that they got justice for Classic and Sincere. But when nobody's speaking, if you think we don't make differences over here with our channel, our little channel, we do. And we can get it up and running when we want to. But you guys got to remember, I'm in school right now. I'm in school. People are sending me stuff. Let me see what's going on. People are sending me stuff and I want to see it. I didn't know. Okay, nobody didn't call. They sent me a message. Okay. Because I have to, let me see. Oh. So, Infamous Truth said that this is Infamous Truth Teller, and this is a link of a story about a year ago that George Floyd's little niece got shot, and the response time of the ambulance to come to aid for her was 3 hours late. She got shot on New Year's, and the response to the ambulance didn't show up for 3 hours. That makes me feel bad. That makes me feel terrible, because Derek Chauvin, is in prison, and they hurried up and got him to the hospital. And I'm telling you, I read it to you right there, but I already knew that they were giving him, they have him on support and all this other stuff. Okay, what is this coming in? Oh, I just don't even want to even see it. Oh, Lord. Diddy's going to jail, you guys. Diddy's going to jail. Everybody now say Diddy did Cassie wrong and she got a lawsuit. But I thought that Diddy paid her $30,000 or $30 million or something. Diddy's doing too much. Diddy's on everything. Here's Diddy and 50 Cent. 50 Cent done dragged Diddy with pictures of his pants pulled down. This moron, Kamari, says Lee Simmons' ex-wife or wife claims Diddy threatened her too. And you know, Diddy used to be my boy. I'm sad that the stuff is going here now. Diddy's ex bodyguard alleges Kim Porter once slashed Bad Boy. Cassie smiles as she's seen for the first time since settling the Diddy thing. He just paid her. He was like, here. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I hate to say this, but she's saying, Cassie, I just want to say this real quick because it keeps popping up, all this Diddy stuff, because I'm, like I said, I was a Diddy fan. Ooh, I just said this. So let me read this. I was just finna say, with him giving all that money, I wouldn't be surprised if Cassie come up missing or gone. And this is what this is saying. Resurfaced clip of Young Jock alleging Diddy ordered Cassie to shave her head trend online. This man is crazy. He's psycho. Why would he tell this woman to shave her head? A resurfaced interview clip shows Young Jock alleging Diddy forced his ex-girlfriend Cassie to shave her head in 2009. The clip's resurface arrives amid Cassie recently filed lawsuit against Diddy to shave her head. So they all saying that Diddy did this stuff to her. Young Jock spoke on Diddy Cassie relationship in 2022 interview with DJ Val. The 3-minute and 33-second clip was published on June the 7th. During the sit-down, the rapper explained how he and his ex-wife met the former couple in Miami, and the pair embarked on a day of adventures of riding jet skis and club going. At the club, Jock recalled that Diddy noted a woman with half her head shaved. Afterward, he made a solid demand to Cassie. He jumped off the bar, came over there and said to Cassie, "Yo, Cassie, tomorrow I want you to shave the side of your head." And I was like, what the F kind of request is that? Jock then turned to Cassie and said, "You're not about to do that, are you?" She then allegedly replied, "Well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm going to do." Jock then asked the singer to send him a picture whenever she shaved her head. Oh my God. Anyway. After Tupac, Biggie, and so many others, I've been done with Diddy. Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys something that I knew about Diddy when he was just coming out to be this known celebrity. Because Diddy was not really like a singer or, a rapper and all this other stuff. Diddy also, actually, what he used to do is throw big parties. And he would get big people to come to his big parties, and he would have the most biggest party. So if you wanted a party, he would do your parties for you. You know what I'm saying? This is where it came from. So when he said he made all his money, he made all his money because that's what he did. He got to know big people, big places, and things of that nature. But anyway, he threw this party when he was younger. He was still in college. And I can't remember how many people died, but it was dozens of people. Somebody shot a gun or something, and there was so many people at his party. I don't want to allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know the numbers, but it was a stampede. And what happened was, like a dozen of people died at this party. And he doesn't speak about it. And I want you guys to know, that's when all those people died, that's when he actually blew up. Okay? Because everybody was like, his party was the bomb. It's like 12, 15, 20 people died. I mean, he was heartbreaking from it. And, then he didn't want to do it anymore. But then that's when, I guess, when people want to know when Illuminati, basically, people's like, oh, there's no such thing as the Illuminati. Yeah, it is, you guys. You better realize, stuff like that happens. They get you right in there, And, she's talking about Jenny on the Block. He started working on making money off the backs of the talents like Black Rob, a whole bunch of even the Dante Kane, etc. That's when did he was with J Lo. Way before J Lo, that's when and I'm gonna tell you guys something. If you really see, and I don't speak on it that much, but I'll speak on it real quick. Like like Jennifer Hudson, when her whole family got taken out, when that happened or whatever, because she won on this singing show or something, and she was a good singer, but she wasn't moving nowhere. But then as soon as all those people died in her family, that's when she blew up. That's when she blew up. And it just happens like that. Just like Queen Latifah, her brother died. That's when she blew up. She was going somewhere. You can always go somewhere. Like, you can be a cook. But then when you really want to be the chef of the United States, like the number one chef, it's like 6, 7 people got to die. Look at Kanye West. Kanye West was doing really good. He was doing really good. Well, when he was singing about God, we were buying his stuff. But he wasn't satisfied with that. And he even wrote songs about it. If you go back to Kanye West's songs, Kanye West would say if he sung about God, nobody was gonna hear him. There wasn't. I remember every song. I still got his tape. I still got his CD. Then and he was moving up, and his songs was good. And I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That's when his songs was the best. I'm just being honest. Like, that's when his songs was really the best. Now, what he doing now, I don't know. I haven't heard a decent song from Kanye West since then. But then guess what? Kanye West will tell you, people think he's crazy. No, he's not crazy, because they want you to think he's crazy, because when he says something, you won't think it's true. But he will tell you himself. His mother goes somewhere, I don't remember where it was, to get some kind of facial thing done, and she ends up dead. That's when Kanye West blew up. People's like, oh, no, SP. It's when he married Kim. No. That's when he came off the chart. So sometimes you got to give the thing you love, or the person you love the most or the best, or so many people. You don't want to take out somebody because you got to remember, in Sean John, he's got kids that's died. It's just crazy how people always want to be this, celebrity, all the money, or be in the place that you are at. You really don't want what you think you want. You think you do. All these nice cars. They can't never bring your mama back or your kids back. Money can't buy everything. It can comfort you to go and get your mind off of stuff, but it's still, it can't buy life. So be comfortable where you at. If you got money, you got money. If you don't, you don't, Remember, money is a tool. Use it as a tool. Some people, and the people around you, get them to know that it's a tool. Now, I'm not saying go out there and give them all your money. I'm saying don't argue and complain if you got it or you don't got it. Exactly. I feel like, in my opinion, Diddy is like an alleged R. Kelly. Okay, Cheryl says he is an alleged R. Kelly. Well, yes, Cheryl. And then Cheryl says Kanye's mom was getting lipo or some other plastic surgery. Lisa's in the building. She says Diddy worse than R. Kelly. He will be broke and picked up by feds in 6 months. I believe so, you guys. And I watch little stuff like this. I pay attention to other things other than these babies. That's what's happening to these babies. But I was just letting you guys know that yeah, I pay attention to that because I used to be a Diddy's fan, and you couldn't tell me nothing. Even though I knew what happened, I just kind of was like, well, he got too big for his britches. But I mean, uh he's got that, what is it, Bad Boys for Life, Bad Boys Entertainment. And but he worked his whole life, and if people buy his music and they like the, he brings a lot of people around. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure he does good things with his money. He helps people out. Remember they used to have them one shows and stuff. And I kind of thought, I would like to be an internship and see. But he wants you to run when he run. I can't run. I definitely cannot run no 2-3 miles with him. And he runs every morning. Now he's done gained some weight, but I used to think he was a very handsome man. But now I look at him, I don't think so anymore. And he probably never was handsome. I just thought that at one time he did, I guess he did serve God. But you can't serve both, you know? And I don't know the truth behind all of that, you guys. I don't know. It's just some things is what you think. Sonya Watts says, I believe he stole other talents in my opinion. And yeah, and probably made sure that when they got to where they were at, or they were going to leave him, or they were coming up, take them out the equation. And probably stole a lot of their, because we never know what they were working on. And you look right now. I even pay attention to John, what is it? John Hall and Oakes. Those two singers, John Oakes and John and Hall Oakes, they fighting. I used to love listening to them two. You know what I'm saying? Now one's suing the other one, and now they can't even sell their records, and it's just John Hall and Oakes, or John Oakes, and I can't even remember what the name is for now, but anyway, that popped up because I follow them and I like this song. That song, She's a Man Eater, Mm-hmm. Anyway, more money, more problems. And guess what? Kanye West sung a song about that. No, not Kanye West. I'm sorry. That was Brandy's brother. Whatever his name was. I can't remember his name for right now. What's Brandy's brother's name? He's a cutie. Hall and Oakes. Yeah. Sure say Hall and Oakes, SP. Yeah. Trust me, 20 years ago, you couldn't have said, I would have let you know who their kids was, who they was married to. Yeah, Ray J. Yeah, Ray J. He sung that song, More Money, More Problems. And that's true. I know that to be true. Durrell Hall and John Oakes. I knew one of them was John Oakes. I couldn't remember Durrell's name. Thank you, Lisa Calhoun. All right, you guys, I'm going to get on off of here. It was nice chatting with you. I just wanted you guys to know that, yeah, going back on the things that happened. Wow. People are saying Gabrielle Union is hinting that she's having marital problems. I love Gabrielle too. I do watch the stars and the celebrities and stuff and find out what happened. Yeah. All right, you guys, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. I am finna get out of here and get some things done. All right. And we're still waiting on information about the Tyrese Nichols case. I'm hoping, and I guarantee you guys this. One officer that already came and said he is guilty. He's going to face his destiny when he goes to court. And the judge is going to sentence, well, not just sentence him, but he is going to actually be a witness for the state. I believe other officers are going to come and say, yeah, they're guilty as well, so they can get a lighter sentence. And that's one thing about me. If you can at least just, that is what you really call remorse. Admitting, to the person you did wrong.